Pressure point.
Right in there.
Hey, everybody, we are back.
Maty just told me on the commercial break she has a headache the size of Montana. And they say that this little pressure point's supposed to help that. So
really?
I'll do that, and you introduce the piece that you want.
You know, it's hurting me incredibly.
Oh, see, now your headache's gone, though.
So now,
that's right.
That hurts. Mike is very good back rubs, by the way.
No. Yeah.
Okay. No, we're heading out of the studio today. You know, we've been talking about people who have had to face difficult challenges in their life. And a few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of meeting a really, really special guy who's devoted his time to helping the disabled empower their lives through sailing. Take a look. We had a good time together. Set in beautiful waters and under dazzling sun, sailing is a thrilling and intoxicating sport. For most, it's an opportunity to immerse themselves in the beauty of their surroundings, leaving behind the pressure of their daily lives. But for this special crew, they leave behind even more. They leave behind their wheelchairs.
You might think of this kind of as a training mission for the rest of your life.
And although this entire crew is disabled, they haven't let a physical limitation prevent them from doing what they enjoy.
There's nothing like coming out in the water and just, it puts your mind at ease, and the sport is so thrilling, you know. It's a really good feeling. It takes you away from everything.
Duncan Milne is captain of this all-disabled race team and founded a program to help others after enduring his own personal tragedy. Duncan, why don't we begin with what happened to you when you turned 30?
Well, I was involved in a motorcycle accident in the desert in a race. And when I hit, I broke many of the bones in my legs and my back, and it left me basically unable to walk.
When you get this diagnosis, when they tell you this, what is going through your mind?
Well, you know, I really couldn't believe it at first, because it was just not something that could happen to me. I realized that there's only two ways to face life. I can either spend the rest of my life sitting in the corner as a shut-in, or I can get out and take it on. And I'm too much of a coward to just give up and die. So I just went on and did what I had to do.
So Duncan rehabilitated himself through sailing. Seeing the benefits, he believed others could be rehabilitated as well. So he created Access to Sailing. What kind of people come to the program?
Well, basically, our thrust is to reach out to hospital patients, and we have about 15 hospitals in Southern California, and to get people who have just sustained recent injury that's left them with a lifelong disability. And basically, our program is designed to get them back out of the wheelchairs and thinking again about the positive aspects of their life.
Last year, Access to Sailing took more than 550 patients out for day sails. The people who attended feel the program changes their lives. Tom is recovering from an aneurysm he had 6 months ago.
Sailing gives me a certain amount of independence. I think all of us are seeking that in our lives. Unless you've recovered from either a stroke or an aneurysm or something, I don't think you have any idea of what self-reliance really means.
Oh, one of the things I really enjoy about this program is being out back in fresh air and with other people and living like in the community, feeling like I still belong to it. And the first time I met Duncan, I was just totally amazed. He's a real inspiration, knowing if he could do this, hop himself onto a sailboat whenever he felt like it, then I can do it too.
What was scarier for me than the water was my mental attitude, that I was really angry with the situation. I didn't realize it, and I was taking it out on other people. Number one, my wife, you know, those that I love, and getting into phases that got me right out of the water, sort of tore down barriers that I was facing. That, gee, thank God I'm doing this. Thank God I have such great people that are helping me. accomplish these things.
Thanks to access to sailing, these participants can go forward, charting a new course for life. All because this man believes there are no barriers.
What does it do for you, seeing their faces and seeing the joy that they're experiencing?
Maty, I cannot tell you in words what it does for me. There are times that tears come to my eyes when I see people who get on the boat thinking that their life is over, that they have no more capability, that they're done. They get on the boat, and I show them how to do a few simple things. They forget about their wheelchair, they forget about their predicament. The next thing you know, they're sailing away. They're totally thinking about nothing but life again.
Fun, huh?
You know, there's so many people that through adversity, a special heroism comes out of them. And Duncan is one of those people. I mean, literally, this guy he was a daredevil. He says he would do everything. Every chance he would take. I mean, he was doing a motocross race when this happened. I mean, he was a true daredevil. And all of a sudden, he is told that he will never walk again. And he is paralyzed from the waist down. Sometimes God puts things in front of you to make you an even better person than you were before. And it's so amazing what he does to these people. He's one of those guys. I was with him on the sailboat. I almost flipped over. Everybody else was fine. I almost flipped over because they turned the sailboat so far down that I was like going like this through the water, and I'm like, Dad! And he goes, Maty, don't be a wimp. I was the one that was the wimp.
It does put things in perspective as to what you have to complain about, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what? After that, I mean, I normally haven't been that big of a complainer, but seriously, those things really put things into perspective. If you're complaining because your toe hurts, watch people like them. They really make life go around. They really, really do.
Got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Nice job.